You know that feeling staying down, but ain't shit working. All these niggas act like clowns, this a big circus. No money in your pocket, I don't think shit worse 'em. We really from the trenches, I can't go commercial. Well, you gotta stay on point. If you in these streets, you gotta ride with your joint. You ain't got no paper, it's like you ain't got no voice. Got it out the mud, nigga, I ain't got no choice. We live in a city where they slide, try and score.
Alright, just gonna go for it. Don't know if the ankle's good, but whatever. Welcome back, everyone. Today we are, just got done at the gym, just kind of finished up with my day. It's 8 p.m. So we're going to make some dinner. What we're going to be having is steak, avocado. That bad baby was ripe when I first got it, so it's definitely time to whip that up, and some eggs. And if you are really into like fitness or nutrition and stuff like that, or I'm sure on TikTok you've seen it as well. Like, I forgot the guy who like is famous for that specific diet, but that's just what I feel like eating today. I haven't had much of protein, and I've really been carving it up lately, so we are going to get some protein in today with a little bit of fruit. Avocado's a fruit, but cool. First things first, gotta wash my hands. So, all right. So, first things first, we're gonna get the steak open and seasoned. Don't really marinate it as much. I mostly do that with my chicken and stuff when I'm making it, but this one, the seasons are gonna be pretty good as well. It's a New York strip from Walmart. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fatty, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Oh, and also as well, if you have not and you're tuning in, I'm not sure if you can see it on the screen right there, but thank you to all 45 subscribers that I have right now, and if you have not, go ahead and subscribe to that channel, baby. If not, it's okay. I appreciate you being here anyway. If I can finally get this thing open. Okay, I'm gonna cut it and get this steak open.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Whew, shit. Okay. All right. Got the steak out finally. It took forever, but there we got it right there. Nice little New York strip steak. Seasonings that we are going to use, which, I mean, technically to cook a good steak, you only really need salt and pepper, but I'm going to be a little bit extra today because I've been kind of a fan of this season right here. It's a brown sugar rub. I'm sure it usually goes on ribs or whatever is usually cooked with it, but today we put it on the steak. I'm going to use that, some pepper, a little bit of like a pinch of garlic powder, and that's it. So, yeah. And I'm not sure how the steak's gonna come out today. I usually try to aim for the more medium well side, but we shall see. Anything that's a little bit under well done is fine with me. I mean, I do like well done. That's kind of what I ate at first when it came to steak, but I definitely prefer medium well than anything now. I'm gonna pop the good old vegetable oil in there already. Jalen got these fancy little spouts or whatever it's called. Vegetable oil. So that's kind of how the front looks right there. Hopefully it's getting that on the camera real good, but it's nice. Sometimes I put a coat of butter over it first, especially if I have thinner steaks. Because if I put it on there and I get to the part where I'm basting, it comes out pretty well done, which I'm okay with. But let's say I'm cooking for other people, like I cook for Jalen and Devin. Well, Jalen don't like steak. I cook for Devin steak, and he likes his, I think, medium rare. So I would hate to give him a well done steak, and I definitely have before because it was thinner. So if you have a thinner steak and you want it to come out still the way you like it, which is a little bit under medium, then put a coat of butter on it, just so you get a nice crispy outside and you still got the pink inside that you like. free game. Cool. So we're gonna make our steak, keep the grease that's in there from the steak, toss probably 3 or 4 eggs in, and use that with the eggs. And that's how we do it. And Devin's in the other room playing the new NCAA, so he might make a little appearance. And Jalen is on her way from work not too long soon, so she might make an appearance in there as well. But this is mostly just me yapping. I start school in 2 days. I already have like an online portion of classes and stuff that I need to get done beforehand as well, so I've been pretty busy doing that. Kind of getting in the rhythm of school and everything, because you guys have seen kind of how everything panned out during the summer. I was pretty stressed out, but I was also worried about like moving situations on top of working and going to the gym, everything else. So I kind of got a glimpse of how it's going to be, but probably it's going to be amplified to some degree, which we got to be ready for. Probably going to get some 5 a.m. gym sessions or some really late gym sessions, but yeah. We ready. Medium high heat. It's a pretty thick piece. Now, generally, if you are a fan of medium rare or even blue rare or anything like that sort of sense, a lot of pink in the middle, what I've learned to do with your steak is put it on pretty high heat and toss it in there 2 minutes each side. Then you take it out, turn the heat up to high heat, toss some butter in. This is if you want to get fancy, then baste the butter onto the top of it. But that's how you get a pretty good medium rare to rare steak. But it takes practice too, because some steaks are thicker than others and everything. But yeah. So a lot of my days have been consistent of, if I'm not working, studying stuff for school, physical therapy assistant school, in which I'm gonna try my best to keep as much content out here as possible with me being in school and trying to be at the gym, kind of like work life, school life balance, gym life balance as well. So be looking forward to a lot of sessions with me just sitting down studying or studying for a test and just whatever it's going to consist of. I'm kind of excited to see where it leads as well. But be prepared to learn a lot of things about physical therapy as well. A lot going on just a week before school. So kind of picking back up on how that was in June last month and how it's going to be with the rest of school going on, because during that month of June I only had 2 classes. Now it's 4 classes, and those 2 in June lasted from starting at 8 a.m. in the morning to lasting till 4 p.m. and it's going to be all week long. So good thing we're passionate about this. Definitely a struggle. It was a struggle at first, and it's definitely a learning experience, but you know, I'm here for both of them. A struggle is a learning experience. It's the kind of mindset you have to have. So we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it through it. Alright, so this is kind of how the steak's looking at first on the first side. Hopefully you got a nice little glimpse of that. Instead of putting it on the other side, on New York strips there's usually like a side that's more fatty than usual, or fatty than other cuts of steak. So we're gonna sit it on the fatty side for a little bit before we flip it over. And I might turn the heat down just a little bit, just a teens. I've learned quite a bit about dieting as well when it comes to whether gaining weight, losing weight and stuff. Like carbs, I think you need carbs no matter what in your diet, in my personal opinion. Whether it's if you want them to cut, like there's healthy options that also have carbohydrates in them. Like at first I thought it was just completely cutting all that type of stuff, no bread, no like yogurt or anything like that. I thought it was just strictly like meat, fruit, or vegetables. Not necessarily the case. It's all honestly just the balance of everything. Like, yeah, that would work, but you'll be so low on energy, and the gains will be, you feel like you're not getting as much gains because you're so tired, or the pump isn't looking as good. What I personally do is, there may be a couple of days where I am like carving up, not necessarily a whole bunch, but enough. Sorry. Carving up enough to the point where I know that I'll have enough energy. Then like a day like today, I forgot what I had in the morning, but I didn't even eat in the morning. I think I didn't eat till the afternoon. Went to the coffee shop, had a coffee. I substitute breakfast for a coffee. I feel like that helps me out quite a bit with cutting. I'm not even cutting, I'm more maintaining right now. I'm maintaining between 190 and 200. If I'm more on the closer to 200 side, I kind of ease up a little bit, but yeah, I forgot, what did I eat this morning? I've been eating a lot of chicken, spinach, and rice. And I've just kind of been sticking mostly with that. Not like every single day, every meal of the day and stuff, but that's been what most of them have consisted of. And I feel like it's helped me out quite a bit. I guess I'm that type of person that can eat the same thing every day because I know it's like, I'm a good cook, at least in my opinion. So, it's not necessarily, it is like 80% diet, but I feel that you could either be cutting and still trying to increase your like muscle strength instead of muscle endurance. But usually the way it is, like, you do more cardio when you're working out and stuff. Like, also with going more stricter on your diet, on top of doing like more muscle endurance workouts, which I've learned in school that it's a lot different between like when you're cutting, if you're trying to build more muscle fatigue and stuff. Let's say you want to do, oh hi Mr. Polly, come here, come here. The dog hates me right now. But let's say you want to build more muscle endurance instead of, which I don't really, I still kind of lift the same way, still lift pretty heavy, going after hypertrophy stuff, but let's say you want to do more muscle endurance, like you obviously will decrease the weight and increase the reps. But I learned in school that you're supposed to decrease the weight to about 30% of your 1 rep max. And 30% of your 1 rep max, and do that for about 20 to 50 reps. So I don't know what 30% of 335 is, but like if I was doing that on bench or something like that, because that's my 1 rep max, I would do that for 20 to 50 reps. And then breaks are only from 10 to 30 seconds compared to what I do when I'm working out, whether I'm bulking or cutting or whatever. It's usually, I work up to about 85% of my 1 rep max, and I'm doing, hi. Yeah, you don't want to come on camera, but this is Rolly, everybody. That's Rolly. Good boy. I work up to about 85% of my 1 rep max, and I do that at most 8 reps. If I'm up to like 85% or so like that, I think I'm only doing like 4 reps, and sometimes I might even try to go like 90 for 1 just to see how strong I'm feeling. But that's me trying to work on hypertrophy. If you want to do just strictly like muscle endurance, you'd obviously do like I said, 30% of your 1 rep max for like 20 to 50 reps. And you only rest for 10 to 30 seconds compared to what I do requires me to rest for at least 2 minutes so I can get enough oxygen back, blood oxygen back, to get ready to lift heavy again. But it might sound like muscle endurance, like that kind of way of lifting is a lot safer, but honestly, you have a higher risk of overusing your muscles than it is with anything else. So yeah, that's free game. A little decent amount of butter, and while it's still hot, still in the pan, we're just gonna toss that in there. And it stays cooling off for a little bit, for whatever time we decide to. Honestly, until the butter melts pretty decently. Then that's when we toss it back in, get the basting, which I'll show you in a sec. I'm not moving the camera at all because this ring light is so like sensitive. It'll fall apart if I move it in the slightest. So that's why I hope this angle's pretty decent. I guess we shall see. Right, Mr. Polly? Right, Mr. Polly? But yeah, looking good so far. Still got a little bit of blood up in there. Alright, so decent enough. Get the steak back up in there. Now let's baste away. So when you baste, you tilt the pan, like so all the butter and stuff like that goes towards your side, closest side of you. And then basically you're just scooping the butter up and tossing it on top of the steak. I wish I had a close up, but I think there's a video of me doing this before, so you know the technique. Can't wait to cut into that and show y'all what's up, but take a look at that beautiful steak. Hopefully y'all can see that. Masterpiece. Sit that there. I think we're going to do just 3 eggs. And hopefully they don't break. Wish I was good at cracking eggs with one hand like those chefs do. I think that's the only thing I'm missing. To not be labeled as a great chef. Chef Peach. We're gonna call these cook sessions Peach Eats. Like Peach Zone, but or the Eat Zone. Peach Zone, Eat Zone. We'll figure it out. But yeah. We're gonna toss a little bit of salt over this as well. Well, we're gonna let that do the cooking. Right. I always wanted to try this. We're about to cut up the avocado, but it has a shell over it, so I'm gonna try to throw it up and catch it on a knife like how those ones like chefs be doing and stuff. So we'll see if I'm valid while the eggs cook. Stop fucking playing with me! This is gonna be perfect. This is gonna be so fucking dope. Yeah, I absolutely cannot wait for this. Only thing that will make it better, like I said, blueberry or coconut flavored Red Bull or watermelon flavored. As long as it's not the peach flavored Red Bull, hey, okay, that one sucks. You know, if you know, you know who I'm talking to as well. The peach one sucks. I am Peach Zone, but peach flavored Red Bull fucking sucks. Oh, hello, Mr. Polly. Hello, come here. Come here. Hey. Hey. All right, let's get out the fucking kitchen. All right. It is finished. I don't know if you guys are ready for the finished. I don't know if you guys are ready for the finishing product. Sorry. This, I think I outdid myself. Oh, forgot. Got a little bit of salt on that thing. Just throw a little bit of salt on that thing, man. Good. Fire. Fire. Alright. Now y'all ready to see. I should have did more avocado, but look at the finishing results. I hope y'all can see this. Got the cheese on the eggs, the avocado, the steak. Man, look at that. Let's do the steak test. Let's see if we cooked it how we wanted it cooked. Right in the middle. That's medium well right there. Come on now. I mean, what this is like, I really outdid my. The fact that I'm single baffles me because of how good I cook in the kitchen. But wait, what did Homelander say? He was like, it's perfect down to minute detail or some shit like that.
It was perfect. perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
This is a perfect meal. So, yes, this is the finishing product right here. I'm gonna just keep it in the camera for y'all. Keep that with the bicep. Hold on, let me get a thumbnail real quick. Hopefully that's a good angle in the camera. Or alright, but yeah. That is it for this. Like I said, stay tuned to more videos like this of me cooking up in the kitchen, kind of talking about how life's going and just the life of being a person that stays in the gym, goes to physical therapy assistant school, and likes to cook. So thank y'all for tapping in. You know the drill. Y'all thought y'all weren't gonna get a Devin cameo. Yes, sir. Let me see that shit. He got that shit on. Okay. Where you going?
Jake's Roadhouse.
With who?
My wife.
My wife? Yes, sir.
My son.
I got a bad final finishing product. Look at this. Bro, you can't tell me that shit don't look fine. What you think?
When you cut off his water, they ain't mad at me. Forever, it's a fuck gravity. Irritation. Everybody want a piece of the pop, it ain't nothing. Nigga chip in the bud, it's flour.
But yeah, hope you have fun. I'm gonna stay here and sulk in my homework. Can I come?
Do tomorrow.
Is this you ready to do that video with me?
I can.
Yeah, well, we'll do it when you get home. I'm gonna do it when he gets home, guys. All right. Peace out.